So now we will discuss about interview about ex Google recruiter Nolan Church. His name is Nolan Church. He has worked as a recruiter at Google and DoorDash for almost 6 years. So he has mentioned three major red flags while at the time of interview. Okay, normally the job seekers who are attending for the job, okay, so that moment they will give somewhat points that will not be accepted at the interview level. Okay, so this ex Google recruiter, how he has felt about the 3 points whenever he was speaking with CNBC. So first point is that, so to begin with, when an interviewer asks what you can improve on, so suppose I am taking the interview, means Nolan Church, he is taking interview. That moment, if he asks that what you can improve on, so that moment, if you use the phrases, okay, if you use the, don't use phrases. So if you use phrases, Church told the publication, these can be phrases like I work too hard, I am a perfectionist, like that. Suppose if you want to use the phrases like what, whenever he has asked like what, how can you improve yourself, that moment, so I am a perfectionist, I will work too hard, like that phrases. So don't use that such type of phrases. Okay, so what do you mean of this? That is a character flaw. Okay, so that moment, the candidate is inauthentic. Inauthentic means you am a perfectionist, like I work too hard. Rather than using these words, if you simply say that, okay, so I will try to grow along with the company team. Okay, so that is better. They could think you are either not being honest about who you are as a person, or you genuinely think you can't get better as a worker. Church said, I am not hiring you to be perfect, I am hiring you to grow with it. So if you use such type of phrases, I am a perfectionist, otherwise I will work too hard. So rather than, so because of they are hiring you not to be perfect, okay, they are hiring you to grow with the company. Okay, that is what you know. So don't, at the time of, if any interviewer like Nolan Church, somebody else, if they are asking that how can you improve on, that moment, if you want to use the phrases, so that moment they feel that you have nothing to learn. Okay, so next is what, second one, so second one is that don't use the phrases. Okay, and using negative remarks about former colleagues during a job interview is also a major red flag. So suppose at the time of interview you are in front of the interviewer, that moment if you are using negative sentences, negative words about any formal colleagues, okay, so means you are thinking very negative at that moment interview. Don't think negative comments on your colleagues of a company. Okay, so it will give negative impact over your interview. Okay, whether it is a former colleague, whether it is a manager or company, anything that transfers blame from you to someone else, so sounds bad. Church told, Church, Nolan Church. Okay, next is what, so the people you want to work with take full ownership and accountability. So whomever you are working with, you need to feel them as a owner Okay, understand. So accountability, that is what somewhat better for you. So it is what adding that, taking, you are taking the responsibility, indicating that you are the job seeker, you are so humble, and you are admitting that, okay, you are willing to learn from your mistakes to get better. Understand that. So once you are at a company, understand that moment you feel that, and you feel with whomever you are working, collaborative working, you that moment if you feel that ownership and accountability means you are so humble and you are taking the responsibility towards your company. Okay, so and you are always ready to learn from your mistakes to get better. Okay, next is what 2 points. The final piece of advice that the former Google recruiter shared was to not to respond to queries with. Suppose next advice is that if for any query, for any question, you are responding with the answer like I don't know, so it will give adverse effect over your job interview, because responding with I don't know, so rather than if you give answers like, so you are not looking for a solution to the problem. Understand that if any question you are facing such a question, you are not able to answer that question, that moment I don't know, rather than giving this answer, if you try to find a solution to that problem, and that will be better. Okay, in comparison to simply you want to escape from that question I don't know. Okay, it is not the suitable answer. So for any query, so quickly don't respond like that I don't know, rather than if you try to find a better solution for that problem, so it indicates that you are interested to, even though if you are not interested about that, even though if you are not aware of that problem, still you are ready to find a solution to solve that problem, even though if you don't have much knowledge over the issue. Okay, showing of much interest to solve that problem. Okay, so don't respond with I don't know. These words will give negative impact over your job interview. So for freshers, suppose if they are freshers, however, he suggested that using a toned down version means, sir, I don't know, sir, but I will figure out that, okay, how to solve that problem. So it is indicating that, so in a toned down version means very low voice, in low voice, I don't know, but I will try to find out that, I will keep my efforts to do to find out a solution for this. So that is what somewhat better idea. So 3 points he has mentioned. Nolan Church, this is the Nolan Church photo. Ex Google recruiter shares 3 major red flags. Don't use these in a job interview. One is that using the phrases like what you know, I am a perfectionist and I will work too hard. Whenever interviewer asked that how can you improve that, don't use this type of phrases. And second one is that so if you want to use negative comments over a former colleagues, whether he may be the boss or the colleague from a company, so don't use such type of words. Okay, and last and least is that for responding for any questions I don't know, so that is not the suitable answer. You need to show interest to find out a solution to for any problem. Okay, so responding with I don't know, that is not suitable word. That is three. These are the three